Moving on from the very idea of reporting, we have other tools such as what we call pivot tables and pivot charts, which are normally found in spreadsheet applications such as your Excel. And these summarize large data sets to identify patterns, compare categories, and create dynamic visual reports. So you can have your list of all your sales over the years. Pivot charts are able then to summarize that, to say these are the sales maybe of your vegetables only, these are the sales of your canned foods only, these are the sales of your drinks only, and so forth, in as much as you can just have all the list of the stuff that you've been selling over the years. So they are actually able to then summarize it and give you different perspectives, different angles to view your data, and for you to then be able to see, in as much as we have many sales of drinks, for example, are we making so much profit from that? Because we now need the profit margins. So much noise around a product does not always translate to so much profit around the product, because maybe the logistics around that product could be just too much to handle, and obviously that could then give us ideas to then, streamline and focus on what doesn't have too much overheads. And then the idea of also reporting brings the idea of visualizations, which we already introduced literally, where we've got charts and graphs, dashboards and maps to make insights easier to understand. And this obviously transforms raw data into clear visual stories. And at a glance, you can then just be able to tell, is that a profit? Is that a loss? Is that bigger? Is that smaller? And so forth. When you then want to dig deeper, you can then go to the source material and really see the list of the data and know what's ticking. All right. Then, in closing, it's been a long time coming. The first idea we talked about is that data must be protected. Data must be sourced and processed correctly. And database is where we store and organize our data. Then SQL is the language that we use to retrieve and manage the data. And then scraping gathers external data, such as from websites, from URLs, and so forth, and puts them in one place. And then reporting and visualization is then able to communicate insights of our data. Wow, this took some breath out of me. It was quite a lot. We came a long way. If you are still with me up until these closing remarks, I would like to thank you so much for your attention. I know some slides I might not have gone as deep as you might want. I know maybe there are certain points that could have gone over your head because maybe I over summarized. If that's the case, never be scared to mention that to me. You know how to reach me through the WhatsApp groups, through the emails, and whatever way you can reach me, but always be able to express yourself. If you feel like there's something I need to improve, also be able to tell me. It's my duty to make sure that I listen to you, and as far as you understanding this class, it's my duty to make sure that you're satisfied. So I'm here for you. Let's carry out the discussion. But otherwise, from me to you, I would like to thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you on the next videos that will be discussing all these ideas that excite me so much. I love all these things, by the way. So it's actually a blessing for me to actually be teaching the things I read about, even in my spare time, even on weekends. You can catch me reading about this. You know what to do. The next thing is to answer the questions. They are marker located. I think I did talk about all that. Make sure that you answer the questions. At any point whatsoever, if you have a question, at any point whatsoever, if you feel stuck, please do communicate. I might take my time to respond. Obviously, I have many other classes, but I will respond. If it's so urgent, also, you've got the contact numbers of Mavato. She's literally dedicated to your well being. So you can literally call her because, as I'm in class, I can't answer calls. But if you call her, she is usually able to answer your calls, and she can then bring whatever urgent matter. And some of you have actually done certain urgent matters have been brought to my attention, and I've been able, to the best of my capabilities, been able to help out. So please always make sure that we communicate. I don't want you to suffer in silence. It's not my role to be here to punish you in any way or format. My role here is to make your learning experience challenging, interesting, exciting, but not stressful. Keep on the lookout for your deadlines. Don't miss them. And We'll meet on the next one.